situation. Spread love is the mission. Hey. Don't be the host. Stay wise, stay. Hi, good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to the How Not to Slap a Hoe podcast. And hi, I am Ishameen, your podcast host, coming to you very, very late. Okay, yeah, it is allergy season, and so my allergies was messing with me, but I said I was coming to you tonight no matter what, and so I am here. And so I just wanted to come to everybody tonight and say thank you, thank you, thank you. Please like and subscribe. Yeah, like and subscribe. And we here, How Not to Slap a Hoe podcast. What we do is we use everyday topics to discuss emotional intelligence and what we can do to learn and increase our emotional intelligence, so we don't have to do something where we end up living with the regret of our decisions, and so we can protect our peace, and so we could thrive in life. And with all that's going on nowadays, we need to do that more than ever. And so one of the things that one of the biggest elements of emotional intelligence is self-awareness. Are you aware of you? Okay, what's going on with you? Because a lot of times you are the main character in your story. And sometimes you need to maintain main character energy. And sometimes that means like taking care of yourself and putting yourself first. And yeah, that does mean being selfish. And so, or selfish to the point where you can't take from an empty cup. Selfish to the point where you don't let somebody deplete you completely. So don't let somebody don't let a person or a situation totally deplete you. And with all that's going on, it can. A lot of people that I'm coming across now, they don't even pay attention to the news. They're like, look, I can't take it. I can't take it. I'm not even tuning into what the goings ons. Like, look, I don't want to know. Okay. I'm not hearing this. And so I'm like, you're not paying attention to nothing? No, no, nope, nothing. And I'm like, well, I don't know if a head buried in the sand is what you need either. So, where can you have a happy medium where you're not taking so much in that it's just messing with you, but it's throwing you off. It's like, oh, this is too much, because it can be too much, but you're informed enough to say, oh, I need to know about this, and because it can be a lot. It can be a lot. Okay. Right. Okay, so it can be a lot. And so the reason why I say this is because they're like, I gotta protect my peace. I gotta protect my peace. And so you. All right. And so are you spending too much time on what's going on? Investment like, or are you going to be the one that brings the information to people? Because I'm like, wow, y'all, you didn't listen to nothing, not a thing. You know what I'm saying? With a weekly rundown. Okay, these are all the things you miss. Okay, these are the weekly highlights or something, just to stay informed. Okay, because a lot is going on. You know. And so I was talking to somebody because one of the topics in the I guess the atmosphere is segregation. They was like, segregation. What happened to segregation? I was like, you ain't here. No, I ain't here. So I filled them in on what's going on. I'm like, word. I'm like, you ain't, no, I have not paid attention. I can't. And I'm like, well, so, but where is your threshold? Where is your threshold as being informed as a community or as a person or for your family, so you could stay ahead of the curve? Okay, the last person, you don't need to be the last person to know about something, the grand exodus, right? You know what I'm saying? Be like, nobody told you. Okay, so, you don't want to be the last person to know about this. You know what I'm saying? You want to know about these things. So I ask you, in the grand scheme of things, like, how much are you willing to take in so you stay informed, but it doesn't consume you? And that's something that everybody, we need to find out where we stand in all of this. Because not to know nothing, that's a little bit cringy. You know what I'm saying? You don't know nothing. Like, they could be like monsters in the street or something. Like the zombie apocalypse could be right outside your door and you don't know nothing. You got to go out and get some eggs, okay? But you don't know that they're outside the door because you don't know nothing. So I just wonder. And so you find out where people are, and what, I guess you find out what works for you and what you can tolerate, who you can trust, trusted sources, and you know what, find something. And I say all of that so you don't be ignorant, because there's so much going on and it's happening fast. And don't play ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Because it just oh, okay. Now, okay, something is coming up on the screen, and I'm like, okay, so you want me to see all of these? I gotta put my spectacles on. Okay, all right. Oh, it says encourage your viewers to share your live and invite people. So share and invite. Thank you for coming. So that's what I wanted to ask you. And you know, we hear now how not to slap a hoe. You know, we like hoes be hating on everybody and hoes be hating on everything. Don't you be the hoe in the situation. And a lot of times you can be the hater in a lot of situations in life and not acknowledge how much it could be you. You know what I'm saying? Or don't think it's you, because you might be the one who feels you're right about everything. And that's not always the case. And time again, my lovely child lets me know, you know, you got to see things from a different perspective. And, you know, sometimes I'm like, oh, I may have been closed off about things because of how I was raised. You know what I'm saying? Like, rigid. Okay, my child helps me to see that, you know what, yeah, I was raised a little bit more rigid than I think I am. And so in learning these lessons and saying, wow, you know, I wonder why I am so lenient on him. Because now I look back, I'll be like, Tag, I worked so hard to be able to provide, like, I think we kind of spoiled you. And, you know, people in my generation, I said, you know, why our kids are so, you know, we wanted to give them so much. And I was like, well, maybe because our parents were so hard on us. Maybe they were too hard, because, you know, I'm Gen X, right? And I'm like, maybe they were too hard. You know what I'm saying? So hard that to combat that, we went the total opposite way with our kids, like maybe too opposite. And so it's like, and time again, it's like, yeah. And, you know, get with people, you know, or start talking about that, it's like, yeah. And it's one thing if it's just you. But if you with 60 other people there and we all have the same issue with our, you know, 20s or so children, and you're like, yeah. You know, so you kind of say, well, maybe we did overdo it just a bit. You know what I'm saying? And you just wanted to give them to be able to do. Okay? Because a lot of things was like, our parents wasn't doing shit. Okay? But we wouldn't be able to, you know, being able to do for hours was such a privilege. I was so happy to be able, yeah, I could do this. And just wanting to, my son does not understand. I'm like the grandmother that you see now, the one that, let me, Dad, I keep telling him that was not the chick that raised me. He don't believe me. Like my grandbaby, that was not the woman that raised me. That was not her. I don't know what happened to that chick, but that was not her. And he's like, oh, and she's like, well, that's my grandchild. I'm like, sure. And so he don't believe that his grandmother was a totally different person, and she was just on a budget, all right, or her financial situation was not what it is now, and she said no a lot. Okay, she had her no was a total incomplete no. She had no problem saying no. Okay, it was no, a complete no. I don't care. No, 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 no. In fact, we knew not to ask. Okay, we just knew not to ask. Okay, and so I bring all of that to you. So when it comes to emotional intelligence, and again, the topic of emotional intelligence is self-awareness. Now, while you want to become more aware of yourself. Are you aware of yourself? Are you aware of when you get in your feelings? What do you do when you get in your feelings? All right. Because usually when you get in your feelings, that's when you're going to do something that you may have to live with the regret of your actions. So what are we going to do when we get upset? All right, because that's when you most vulnerable. That's when you most okay. You know what? I'm about to how not to slap a hoe. Okay, how not to slap a hater. Right. So, what do you do when you are in a situation and you find you are all in your feelings? Like, you know what this. And usually it starts because you feel the cuss words coming. All right, you saying the cuss word, they start in your mind, but now they coming out your lips. All right. So what is the how you pulling yourself back? Okay, how you pulling yourself back? Are you just let me. What is that thing that's saying, you know what, this is not worth it. It's not worth my time. It's not worth my freedom. It's not. You know what? You're not worth it. Okay, whatever this situation is in the grand scheme of things that's going the goings on of my life is not worth it. I'm not. I don't have to take a stand on this. This is. You know what? You're not worth taking a stand on. Not that I can't. Maybe I shouldn't. Like, when do because every sometimes they say the squeeze is not worth the pour. Like, doing all of this for what? Because sometimes I have learned as I have seasoned in life, you know what, sometimes things take care of themselves. Like, I ain't have to do nothing for karma to come kick you in your behind. In the same way, I've seen somebody like be totally and completely like an asshole to me, and then the person that their karma came real quick. Okay, oh, you was being mean to me, not knowing that that's the bestie. Okay, and then you find out they being mean to you. Okay, and so or other things happen, or I didn't even have to do anything. You know what I'm saying, for them to get their comeuppance, or even take the posture. God don't play when it come to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't play when it come to me. And taking on that, like, look, you don't know what's going to happen when you go there, because I didn't come with that spirit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't come with ill intent. In fact, I'm not sure why you mad. Like, you know what? You're not mad at me. You're taking it out on me. And sometimes, you want to talk the person off the ledge and say, look, I didn't do this. I didn't start this, but let me work through it. And other days you be like, I ain't got time for you, get behind the scene. You know what I'm saying? Like, depending on the day, sometimes you'll tolerate people in their nonsense. And other days you won't. Some things you like, oh, full stop. I ain't doing that. Because you have accepted boundaries in your life, things that you're not going to do. You know what? I don't give a damn what's going on. I'm not allowing that. I don't deserve that. Like, have you ever, and usually sometimes you come across people in their bad day and they want to transfer that energy to you, so you have a bad day. You be like, nah, they ain't had nothing to do with me. I don't know why you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, or why you giving that to me. You understand what I'm saying? And I've made a joke or something and seen them laugh, do something, and you could feel it. A little levity goes a long way, and they needed that laugh. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on, but I hope that makes you feel better. A laugh, just to, yeah, whatever's going on up in there. Maybe you need to switch that up. And I don't know what it is about me. I make people feel real comfortable, especially people in stores. For some strange reason, clerks in stores think, oh, she's there. Let me be my most unprofessionalist. Okay. They will be totally unprofessional. I'm like, I'm a customer. They'll continue to have their conversations like, you do know I'm a customer. Like, I done heard all sorts of situations. I'm just like, don't you know you still on the job? For some reason, they get the impression that I will not call a manager on them. Like, I give that homegirl. People like to tell me things. So I'm like, why you like to share your secrets with me? Don't know. I will listen. You know what I'm saying? I guess I got will listen written all over my face with a sense of care. And they're right. I will. Because guess what? I have learned a long time ago. I refuse. You have those friends. They want to come and tell you all their business, and then when it's time for you to tell them yours, they don't want to listen. I have learned a long time ago. You're not gonna put all your crap off on me, and I'm not gonna put it back on you. Oh no, you gonna listen to these here problems. All right. It's gonna be a two-way street. If we call ourselves friends and we sharing, I'm not gonna let you make me your dumping ground. No, 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 no. I'm gonna dump just as much as on you. It's a two-way street. So I will listen. Okay, I have listened to people tell the same story time and time again. It's like one of those, oh, remember when my ex-boyfriend, and I done heard the story 20 times. I'll sit there like it's the first time I heard it. And I could tell you line for line what they going to say. And really? You going through something. Obviously, you want to reminisce. And it's like, why you didn't say that? Because you needed to tell me. You the one having a flashback moment. Why would I want to take that from you? Obviously, you wanted to have your flashback moment. Because guess what? I'm going to have a flashback moment. Hell, if I'm going to need to listen to yours so you can listen to mine. I'm going to have one too. So we're going to listen to each other flashbacks because that's what friends do. And you'll know if people get upset when you do something, but they expect, that's not a balanced friendship. That is not a balanced friendship. Okay? Now, well, we talk about how you're going to get through these times and your self-awareness. So, okay, being aware of yourself and what works for you. So, okay, this ain't working for me. Sometimes the best thing you can do is leave a situation. Just no mas. Nope, ain't doing it. Nope, I'm not gonna be a part of this. Okay, does every situation need for you to make your grandstand? Probably not. Probably not. Not every situation. Some, yeah, they do. I must admit, not that I should, but it's still on site. Yep, there's a few people on planet Earth. Yeah, I probably should. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to fall. I don't need to break down. Haven't fought in a long time. I probably need to stretch before I go. You know what I'm saying? Because it probably ain't gonna work out for either one of us. All right, but it ain't going. It's not like I'm not gonna try it. So I know me. I'm gonna leave unless I'm feeling froggy and be like, oh, F that. You know what I'm saying? So I should not go if I know this person gonna be there. It is what it is. She gonna be there? Oh hell no. Why? Cause I'm telling you, I'm gonna need you to come. To go get these hands. You gonna do that? Hell, I might. I might. I don't know. I might. Oh, you're being immature. Yep. Absolutely childish. What can I tell you? It is what it is. And so, but do you know that for you? Have you took the time to find out who set you off and how they set you off? Because some people, have you ever a coworker, the sound of their voice is like just nails on a chalkboard? Do you know? And in the middle of the incident is not when you want to find out. Okay, how much a person ticks you the hell off. And that means pay attention. Pay attention. And be like, pay attention so you know. Because some things, you know what, you should have seen that coming. Some people are set up. It's like, okay, they set me up. That's a setup. And you can see the setup. Okay, going into a situation when you're hungry. If you know you get hangry, and somebody want to have a conversation with you, maybe not. Now, what, decline till after you eat, because you know what, you telling me this and me being hungry, borderline hangry together in the same time, that might not work out for either one of us. So might I offer we meet at another time? You know what? Self-awareness. I know I should not drive when I'm hungry, starving. You don't want me to drive that car because it won't be good for either one of us. I know this now. I would, and I need to warn people. You know what? You want me to drive right now? I'm hungry, borderline hangry. Driving, the rage, the road. I don't know. We might need to stop. Give me the Snickers, Twigs. I don't know, but we probably. I should probably. I know this. I shouldn't drive. Let people know these things about you. Okay? So, with that, it is late. Thank you for being here tonight. And what is this? Second episode of How Not to Sleep Who podcast. And I'm so grateful for being here. I'm telling you, in New York, allergy season is kicking my behind. Had to get medicated for this. Eyes not running, nose not running. Had a little threshold. Okay, had a little threshold of time because after that it's one of those days. Everything be clogged up. But thank you for you know I'll get through it. We'll get through it. And much like all that's going on now, I think we'll get through it. We'll be fine. Continue to stay prayed up. Do what you can. And one of the things that we talk about here is thriving. Find something that makes you happy. I am a book nerd, okay? That little thing that makes you happy, do something that really makes you happy. Find that nerdy little thing that you like to do. If it's reading, read book. Find a good book to read. If it's crocheting, something that you enjoy doing, that you can do by yourself, or you have a group of friends, find your group that you could do it in, because a lot of times we get so busy and we just find ourselves not doing that. If you like to put together puzzles, find the puzzles and actually do it. Do some things. Do those things, or get back to the little things you love. You like adult coloring books or adult color. Okay. I like journaling. So I journal. You know what I'm saying? Scream on paper. That's me. You know what I'm saying? Do those things. Actually do them. You know what I'm saying? We talk about doing them. Yeah, I'm going to actually do it. Also, I'll ask you one other thing. Go over to YouTube and join my How Not to Slap a Hoe YouTube channel, please. I would totally appreciate that. Thank you so much for being here. Until next Tuesday, thank you. Good night. Bye.